But many people in the South argue that these Hindi speakers come from the North and try to take away our jobs and force us to speak Hindi. Instead, they should now speak Kannada, right? As someone who represents Bangalore South, what is your take on this sensitive language divide?
Well, I agree with what you said. People who come from a different part of the country, who come from a different part of the world must definitely make an effort to learn the local customs, get more familiar with the local culture and the language, because language is such an important medium of transmission of culture.
Yeah, you said ever since you became Adhyakshji, you're also trying to learn some Hindi.
Because learning a language is a very important medium of communication, not just in terms of your work, but it's a transmission of culture that happens. So after I was made the national president of the party's youth wing, one of the first things that I did was to get a Hindi tutor, and I learned Hindi.
Yeah,
because it is so essential for me to communicate in my line of work.
How hard was it?
Not very hard. It took us, some time, but I made my share of mistakes. Now I do make some mistakes when it comes to the striling and pulling, because it's very different back in Kannada.
No, so what is it? Does Kannada have 3 striling, pulling and napunsaling?
Yes, napunsaling. Yes.
Okay.
So that's the biggest, gadi becomes striling, and then,
right.
striling, pulling, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, because when your colleagues or your party members were saying Adhyakshji Are, I couldn't understand who it was, because I'm used to knowing about your name. So then I realized, of course, they call him Adhyakshji because in Hindi, that's what the president means. Yeah.
But coming back, I think at least I can speak this for the people of Karnataka, people of Bangalore. We are the most cosmopolitan of I would say all of the country, most non-judgmental, all accepting people.
Sure.
And this should not be seen as, like you can run roughshod around this community or this people. And this is not to say that people from different parts of the country are not welcome to the city. Bangalore.
If you want to watch small segments of the podcast, subscribe to Dostcast Clips.
Has ambitions of becoming a truly world-class city, a global metropolis. It has all the potential to be that. So in the coming years, we would want people from all over the world, in different parts of the world, to come and settle in Bangalore. So in that sense, we are not chauvinistic or jingoistic when it comes to our language or religion. Or the regional identity. But at the same time, it cannot be at the cost of the local culture, the local language and customs. And Kannada is a very easy language to learn. So I think you very rightly put it. When people come and settle in a particular place, and they are here for decades together. I have seen people who have stayed 15 years, 20 years in the city, who have not learned a single line of Kannada. And I have on the other hand seen so many people who come from Karnataka, who come from Tamil Nadu, Telugu speaking states, come here in the north, in Delhi and other places, who pick up Hindi so easily.
Yeah, Vishu Basoya from your team was telling me a few words in Kannada. I said, you can speak the language? He's like, yeah. And I was very surprised. Yeah, that's very good. I'm going to ask you a little bit of a fun questions for a large chunk of our Gen Z audience who's been watching this. Do you watch memes? If yes, is there a meme about politics that's made you laugh recently?
Oh yeah. I mean, social media is so ruthless. So, there are so many memes that are made about all politicians, including me. So I keep looking at them.
Can you laugh at yourself?
Absolutely. I think that's one quality everybody should have, especially people in public life should have, the ability to laugh at yourself. In fact, on this very same issue, on this Kannada language issue, somebody had made a meme recently of making me like a Setu from, like Maharashtra, Rajasthan. When RCB had started its Hindi handle.
Right.
There was a huge social media uproar. So somebody said this Tejasvi is a Marwadi agent. So they had made this, meme with, giving me this Setu topi and all of that. So keep laughing.